everyone, welcome to Vet Visit. I'm Hansika Singh and I'm a veterinary student. So it's been a long time since we did a Q&A session. So recently in my community post, I asked you people to drop in questions related to veterinary and we have a couple of questions. So let's get into them quickly. The first question is by Ashwarya Shringaria. Hello Dee, I just want to know if mathematics is important in veterinary because I'm really not good at it. Thank you. I hope you'll answer. I don't know why, but it seems like some of you are really under this impression that mathematics is really important in veterinary, and especially those who are not so good at mathematics, this is causing you a little bit of worry. I can see that. So, don't worry. In veterinary, there are only 3 subjects in which you would be requiring some kind of calculations. Okay, those 3 subjects are animal genetics and breeding, that is AGB, then animal nutrition, and then veterinary extension education, and that too only in practicals you require these calculations. So I believe that if we can solve physics and chemistry calculations in NEET, we can clear that entrance exam and then get into colleges, then I think you can solve these questions. I mean, you can handle this bit of maths also in your veterinary. So please don't worry about that. We're going to become doctors. We're not going to become some accountants that we need to be really good in mathematics, okay? If I asked you to sum up your entire vet school journey in one sentence, what would you say? I would say dream come true because I've always dreamt of getting into a veterinary college. So yeah, that would be a simple sweet line. Seemanth Nautiyal. Hello ma'am, namaste. I am from CVAS Pantnagar 3rd year. I have question regarding the hyperexcitability of male dogs for copulation due to testosterone. Is there any other way apart from castration to suppress this, as TVT is prevalent here in bitches? If you're not looking forward to mating your dog for to get offsprings, then it would be best that if you just castrate your dog. It would not only prevent your dog from getting TVT, but also from other problems like prostate gland enlargement, which can even cause perineal hernia. But if still castration is not at all an option to your dog, then I believe that you would have to exercise your dog pretty hard, because it's just about draining your dog's energy. So that can be done by exercise when exercise is done and he's tired, so that way the hyperexcitability can be reduced. But still I would say you can go for castration. Moving on, Priyanka Das is asking, what's your favorite breed in dogs? Favorite one, I would say mongrel, the stray dogs. They're definitely my favorites. Next question by Mohammad Pinjari. How many government veterinary seats are available in Maharashtra? And as a veterinary doctor, there are great chances that the animal we are treating may get angry or attack on us. What precautions are taken to avoid such encounter? And thank you so much, Dee, for providing awareness about veterinary education. Thank you, and you're giving NEET this year, so good luck for that. In Maharashtra, there are 5 government veterinary colleges, and through NEET 15% quota, I can tell you that there are around 55 seats. Okay, and coming to the next question, which is what precautions we have to take. Yes, so when the animal comes and we have to examine the animal, close examination, so in that case it is important to properly restrain the animal. Like in dogs, we have to tell the owners to hold them correctly, and we have to tie muzzle tape to the dogs so that don't bite us. And in case of large animals, we make sure that the animal is in trevis, and only then we examine the animal. Deepika Sharma, hello Dee, hi. How does it feel to be a vet? How people treat you? Share one of your best memory. I can share with you how my childhood friends whom I had lost contact with, and now when I speak to them and when they ask me that what are you doing these days, and when I tell them that I am studying veterinary, so their reaction is, oh, so you're doing what you always wanted to do and you're following your passion. Please include what are the topmost government colleges in India and how to approach to those colleges. Jatin Mantri. So I have made a video on that, the top 10 veterinary colleges of India. I will link a card to it somewhere here. Please, you can check that out. Jyoti Sembal, can you please tell us about different entrepreneurs' idea in vet field? You can start up your own farm, like poultry farm, Then you can start some pet supplies if you are a dog lover especially, or cat lover. And you can also start some pet nutrition, something into that. So these are kind of the ideas which are coming to my mind right now. Pratiksha H, are you scared of snakes? I've had two encounters with snakes till now, because there are a lot of snakes in my college. So that time I was all calm and composed. So I believe that I'm not scared of snakes. If anyone is scared of snakes, can they become a vet? Of course, they can become a vet, because snakes won't be your regular patients. At least till now, I haven't seen a snake patient coming to our clinics. Even if they did, I mean, I never got a chance to see it. Factual boy, मैम अबाउट RVC एक वीडियो देश के नाम, एक वीडियो देखा था आपका, मॉर्निंग टाइम था, हॉर्स राइडिंग प्रैक्टिस हो रही थी, वॉज एट NCC. So yes, you're talking about day in life of a veterinary student vlog. Yes, that time that was NCC. So NCC students get to do horse riding. So yes, and I think a lot of you are interested in that. I'll try to make a video on that. I cannot promise you, but when this lockdown and everything will get over, and when I'll go back to my college, I'll definitely try a video on that. Dimpy18, hey Dee, hope you're doing fine. I'm doing fine. I hope you're doing fine too. I wanted to know about what are the things that a student must know before starting their respective course, and what are the subjects or small things that we usually ignore but we shouldn't. Thank you. So this is a really good question. You should know about various breeds of dogs. Okay, what is the normal temperature of at least the species that you like, say dogs, say cat or cattle or any exotic animal. So normal temperature, the normal pulse, the respiration rate, because ultimately you'll have to study all this into your veterinary course. So that time it would give you more confidence and maybe edge over other students when you already know these things. Okay, and the best way to do that is that you can maintain a little notes copy. Okay, that can be a hard copy or maybe just on your phone, that would be much convenient. So maintain that. How to start with that is, say dogs, means that is your favorite animal, so dogs, or maybe cats or cattle, any animal for that matter. Add any information that you have right now regarding that animal, and that you any point of time you will know about that animal. So today you know about temperature of dog, write that down. You know about pulse rate of dog, write that down. In future you will get to know about the dental formula of dog. Okay, what is the right age to castrate a dog or to spay a female? What is the right age to wean a puppy? Okay, maybe the nutrition of old geriatric dogs. So whatever that you are interested in learning, I think you can do that. I started this thing a little bit of late, but I would advise all the freshers to do that thing. Moving on, Shishir Aryal, how to study. Where to learn from outside the course? I am from Nepal. My veterinary college is in pathetic situation. The labs aren't as good as they are in India. The veterinary hospital inside the college premises has nothing, absolutely nothing. No proper equipments, no skilled personnel, extreme student politics. Rather than focusing on getting knowledge, everyone is engaged in student politics. Could you please suggest me something regarding these issues? Okay, so the situation which you are in right now, I think that two things can definitely help you. First is to gain knowledge outside your college. How? Through books. There's so much knowledge in the books. Another way of gaining knowledge is through videos, through e-learning. Okay, so I think this is how you can learn the theoretical part. Coming to the skills, the clinical skills or more hands-on experience, that can be done by joining any nearby veterinary hospital, veterinary shelter. Okay, you can go there in your weekends, you can join there. Or if there is no veterinary hospital or veterinary shelter nearby your college or where you're staying, then maybe in your holidays you can join some, you can stay over there, and that's how you can enhance. I think you'll have to step outside your comfort zone, and this is what these extra steps can really help you. Good luck. दीदी प्लीज़ इसका रिप्लाई ज़रूर करना. if agar we take admission in private veterinary college which is not registered, what will be the effects of it? So it's obviously better to, always better to get admission into veterinary college which is registered. There would be a question mark that how good they are teaching you, how good exposure they are giving to you. And next, if you're planning to work in some government sector or maybe abroad, then those companies would always prefer students who have started under a university which is registered than the students who have started in universities which are not registered. Okay. Krishna Kumavat, how can someone be wildlife doctor? What competition exams are there? There are some colleges that offer PG in wildlife science, which is Madras Veterinary College, Nanaji Deshmukh Veterinary University in Jabalpur, and even Wildlife Institute in India in Dehradun. So you can definitely check out them. By this, we complete the Q&A session. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to VetVisit, then yes, please do. I'll see you next time. Till then, take care of yourselves and keep loving.